There we go, bear with a sec while we just wait for people to join if they want to. Be starting in probably about 5 minutes. So, we. Hello, viewing people. We'll start in a couple of minutes, so just bear with me. Alright, let's get started, shall we? I am Alex Fuller, I am the managing editor at RP Gamer, and welcome to our pre-release Mass Effect Andromeda stream. We'll be streaming for about an hour. So I'll mostly let the game do most of the talking itself, but if anyone has any questions, either hit me up in the Twitch chat or on Twitter or whatever, and I'll be happy to answer them. I will be loading an old save because the one that I'm currently on is actually past the point where I'm allowed to stream, so we'll go back to that. I am at the point where I've just got on board the Tempest, which is this game's version of the Normandy, and I'm about to head to Aos, which is sort of the first non-prologue world you visit. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so here we are, the Tempest. Where am I? Let's go back to the start. Let's show people on the Tempest first, shall we? See what there's things to do.
Ryder, when you've got a minute, stop by the med bay.
Yes, hello person. Oh, so here we are, we have the traditional circular meeting room, blah blah blah. There's a tech lab. Go in there. Strike team missions. Don't want to be set as that. Can't bother to do that yet. That'll come at some point else. Bicycle. I think of that. Research center. So this is where you get all the research stuff, create weapons, etc. 3 categories. Yeah, quick look at that. What have we got over here? Ah, the biolab. So here's Cora, here's one of your squad mates.
Back again?
See you later, Cor.
I'll be here.
We'll just say hi quick to these people, so they don't have too much time to faff around. That's all for that bit. There we are, here's a bridge.
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic,
Random Scottish person.
but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. What can I do for you?
There we are, here's our Solarian pilot.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
How's it going?
Yep, Scottish.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Oh, it's also got the galaxy map there, but we'll go there in a minute. Down the ladder. Yeah, obviously as Pathfinder you get the really nice room. A couple things you can do, you can sort of recolour stuff there. Blah, blah. What was that sound? Oh god, the monkey's here. And random pet.
You definitely made yourself at home.
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
Wait, where are you? That's creepy. Bathroom, crew board.
I'm in the armory.
Here we are, here's a guy who stole a random dirty couch and put it on the ship. He's another of your squad mates. Wait, come here.
Yeah, Ryder?
We'll talk.
I know it.
There we go, who else is around here? Ah, Vetra. Our female Turian squad mate.
I always have time for you.
You probably have work to do. We can chat.
You know where to find me.
Where else do we need to go? Oh, came from there. I think I'd nailed my way around this place yet, but nope. Let's look at the map. What else we got? Okay, the other guy left is Gil, and there's a doctor, but you can find them later. And I'm lost again. This way. Right. Let's get round to going through space, shall we? There we go, here's a galaxy map.
Anomaly detected.
There we go, we've got our usual system view, we've got the scanner, which we can send probes out. I know where that is, that's over there.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
It's a much more straightforward system this time, so you don't have to worry about sending probes all over the place, no fuel issues. I'm trying to remember if the game explains its light speed travel. I can't remember yet, I don't think it has. But technology marches on, you can travel at light speed, so. There are, that's just some resources for crafting there. Yeah, don't care about that place anymore. We are going over here. Message: no, I do not have a disk copy. This is a review code supplied by EA.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Before we do that, let's explore some. Ooh, there's some anomaly. Let's explore some random planets to show what that's about.
Deploying probe.
I believe that's
Tracking
more.
a huge mineral deposit.
Yes, that's resources. One thing I'm not too sure about is how unnecessarily long these transitions are. It's an asteroid, it's not that interesting. Okay, let's pick up planets. Let's go for that one. Yeah, you get stuff. You sometimes get anomalies like the ones on the solar system view, and they pretty much do the same thing. Usually end up with, well, the ones I've seen anyway, you end up with resources, stuff like that. Let's do the important thing, shall we? So this is basically the first chapter. What does it say? I think it's technically the second chapter, but it's sort of the first one after the lengthy prologue where you're starting to do things properly.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the CAD.
Okay. Patrol. Yeah, I'm going with a sniper rifle and assault rifle just because I prefer it that way. So let me equip that special pre-order DLC that I got. And squad. Yeah, they still do.
Suiting up. See you on the ramp.
Hope we're all that ready. Callow? Alright.
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What?
I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. I can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
We didn't come millions of light years to die in a different place. I'm not letting the initiative down.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Talk about the compensation system in a minute.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
There we go, welcome to Eos.
What are we even supposed to do here?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If Eos is like Habitat 7, that signal we scan must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
Stop talking.
How would they know? They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make Eos a home.
Let's go things as our usual ammo crate. I think those things on the side signify the how many sort of recharges you get. This here is the scanner.
This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Yep, so I use this a lot for single player stuff, just trying to find things related to quests, also to find random info and collect research data, which you use for the upgrades and weapon crafting and stuff. So it's useful. There we are, a couple of research data things. Yes. No, you can jump now.
Emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
75 code. Let's just take a quick look at the map so we get all these things. So we have here legend that's a monolith, so that's something to do with an ancient race that was here sort of some 100 years before we arrived. You've got these quest markers here, etc. A bunch of side quests I picked up on the sort of just before I came here. Sort of things. So there's this section. Yeah, nice big place to explore. So a lot different from ME3 and 2. You actually focus back again on exploring, which I'm looking forward to. But anyway, I know we can't do much because if we step outside we get zapped by radiation, so let's do some questing. Right. Sometimes when you get near a quest you have to use this, so this indicates that I need to use my scanner to find stuff. It's indicating when I'm getting closer, so there we go. Yeah, somewhere around here. Yeah, one of these things.
Got a code lock key.
Gives us access if we need it.
There we go. What we got in the terminal? There's traditional audio
Our
logs.
first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
There we go, the usual "our colony is doomed" audio log, which happens disturbingly often in these games. Even to spin. There we are, random loot is back.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too. The lock... Logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
More doom. Well, that's not scanning things.
Got a partial lock, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower. Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we go outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Go.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we'll know where to look for that signal.
Look at this conveniently placed cover.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Well, I know where I'm going, so I've done this before.
Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here. You thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
Okay, so there we go. Here we've got the conversation wheel. Instead of doing the Paragon Renegade stuff, you now have 4 options sort of related to certain things. I'm not entirely sure what that one is. I think it's quizzical or something like that. Well, that one I think is logical. There's one more up here, which scientific I think, and one here which is sort of emotional. I know that one. I know the emotional one is up in the top left. But
I'm not a salvager, I'm a pathfinder.
That's
We've
nice.
come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
You're
Help
not
me with the
shooting.
power relay, and I'll take care of the cat.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location. Generator interface possible. Location marked.
There we go, jump time.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he used his clearance to sneak off the station. Make some credits on the side.
Don't sound so impressed.
Oh, too far. Go. There we go.
We've got company.
There we go. It's definitely keeping shooting things.
We've got targets!
What powers that we use the shoulder buttons for? I can send people to attack and defend certain areas, or people. Got a nice melee weapon there, and you can dodge away.
About the cat.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
There we go. Enemies sometimes drop a bit of loot for you. Not usually interesting. So let's take a look at the level up procedure, shall we? So basically whenever you level up you get sort of points to spend on stuff. So let's get the... I do like that one. So there are various things you can put out, you get free stuff to do, you get confirm. Let's do a bit of tech. Oh, let's bomb that a bit. Yep, that's fine. Yep, and then we can do that for the same for our squad mates, but I can't be bothered, so I'm just going to also level them up. There we go. Does it have my profiles on this? Ah, there we go, profiles. So these are the sort of things you can get which sort of give you special bonuses. I've got Infiltrator at the moment just because it boosts my weaponry stuff. There we go, but you can unlock stuff, basically you need to just unlock a small amount of each thing to just unlock the profile, that's the word. So a bit more freedom than you did in the previous games. There's a fairly interesting and story reason for that, but I will not say it because it's more fun to find out on your own. Oh, there's a helmet in there. Oh, he is human. Very good.
You took down all those cat? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use.
A few random things. Don't care about that. Let's just sell or salvage them. There we are, random stuff sorted. Anything interesting? Nah.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now. Right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
Oh, there's the other two options. Yeah, we
That
like
almost
exploring.
feels like a lead. Damn right that's worth investigating.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Now the power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Hooray. Oh, I know something interesting in here.
If walls could talk.
Actually, with enough sensory data, I might be able to reconstruct an image of the past.
Seriously? You can do that?
Normally, it would be impossible, but since this is an initiative building, I have access to a multitude of data and arrays.
Let's give it a shot.
Science.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Yes, there we go.
It actually worked. Is there audio?
Compiling now.
We can't survive another attack. The storms and radiation were already killing us. Now we've got those things.
We can't return to the Nexus with our tails between our legs. The whole station is counting on us.
Then they're counting on corpses.
Damn. That's grim.
Random autosave. Yeah, oh look at that big box that has a vehicle in it. Let's just go in here first.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
We're not scavenging anymore. This is how we rebuild.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
There we go, that's the there is a quest here icon for you.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
There we are, we can do that, so we may as well. Yeah, sure, let's craft that for no very apparent reason. Hooray, quest complete. Aren't we amazing? Anyway.
Special requisition. All-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad. 6-wheel drive. Jump jets. Just what you need.
Well, there's an engineer.
So shiny.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
There we are, water. You don't drown, but
Activating
you can't drive
automated
Nomad
forward
with it.
station deployment.
Okay, just do a few things.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
There we go. You can change your loadout from these, so if you want to, say, change weapon. I'm using it at the moment. Let's go with that one. Probably suits my accuracy more. But you basically, there are certain places in the world where if you sort of go near them automatically, it calls one of those down, and lets you do more stuff, but it serves as a sort of recharge point for you, and also a fast travel point if you use the map. There we go, here's our new bouncy vehicle.
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
This thing goes almost anywhere. It's not quite as bouncy as the one in Mass Effect 1, which I can't remember the name of, but it's a lot of fun. And I have tried, you cannot flip the Nomad. Well, rather you can, but it automatically sort of self-rights while it's bouncing around, so there's no danger of that. Where are we going? Okay, so there we are. That's the thing that's protecting us from the hazard radiation.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Yes, thank you. While we're in the Nomad, we're sort of relatively safe. You see the life support down in the bottom left. If I get out, then you should see the life support starting to drop. So the longer you fall, when that runs out, you sort of lose your shield and start losing health. So don't stand around in radiation for too long. Back in the Nomad. Where are we going? So let's go and do that so I can show one of the things. Oh, first thing first.
Can't get traction. It's too steep.
Switch to 6-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap.
There you are. So you basically change drive modes with quick tap of L1, so 6-wheel drive lets you get up steep things, but isn't as fast as whatever the other wheel drive is.
Remember the Nomad's jump jets? They'll get you over most obstacles. If you need more juice, the boosters can accelerate you out of trouble.
There you go. So only 60 kilometers an hour in that mode. Change to this mode. How much we go? Oh, don't go too far. That's not bad.
Immediately.
Yeah, of course it still doesn't want me to go to some places, so it just ups the radiation to too much. There we are. Yeah, this is a quest I got back on the Nexus, so it's a fairly simple one, this one, so it's journal, so you get sort of things like additional tasks. These are sort of the really straightforward ones where it asks you to either just scan stuff or put something somewhere. And you get priority ops, so that's like your main, these are your main quests, the priority ops. That's sort of, this is sort of bigger side stuff where you got sort of allies and faction stuff to deal with. These are sort of more straightforward side quests than those ones, and then of course complete missions. So there we are.
Pathfinder, this is the spot where Nigel McCoy wanted you to leave his pendant.
There we go.
In honor of his brother, Dash McCoy.
Who you got? Oh, let me just. I'll tell you what, I'm going to ignore that because that's relatively plot Clock place that one. What have I done? Oh, I accidentally put a waypoint instead. There we go. There we are, random things.
Got it. Signal's coming from that structure up ahead.
Ooh, exciting.
Radiation within safe levels.
Pretty sure someone's going to
Life
shoot me.
support is stable.
Now here's a nice alien technology here. Let's get the scanner up and going. Oh, need that in a minute.
I'm picking up initiative tech nearby from above us.
There, look, up near that scaffolding.
Or scaffolding. Yeah, anyway.
It's working, but I'm just getting random symbols. Glyphs.
With more glyphs to expand my database from Habitat 7, I could interface fully with the console.
And hopefully start up whatever helps the atmosphere.
Okay, so we need to find
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Yeah, so we need to find the thing that's connected to this, so you just follow, where's that going, where's that going? Ooh, thing. Where's that going? So it's up there, so it's something up there we need to go find. Fortunately there's some useful scaffolding over here. Nothing.
It's slippery, but there's a great view!
Who'd be crazy enough to carry heavy equipment up there?
Too sophisticated for a salvager. Who else is studying this place?
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
There we go, that's the thing that we needed. Pretty sure there's no pipe damage, so jump away.
Building connection. I apologize for any discomfort. The system seems unstable.
This would happen when my dad tried doing this?
Your father interfaced directly with the atmosphere processor. That proved extremely hazardous. These structures could reveal its control center. System remains unstable. Doubling our power input might accelerate the process.
I'll give it a shot.
Wait!
Oh, hello.
Back up. Literally.
Whoa! Easy. You've come this far. Just let it ride. I've been studying this tech for months. I don't know how you activated those glyphs, but you have to let them cycle through their channels. It's going to be all right. Trust me, okay? I know. Who am I? I mean, it's obvious who you are. I saw the ship swoop in. You're a Pathfinder. Was beginning to think the initiative just made you guys up so the rest of us wouldn't lose hope, but you're for real, huh?
Well, that sort of R2 thing was similar to those Renegade and Paragon interrupts you got from previous games and series, so you still get those coming in occasionally. Let's go down one
Maybe
floor.
you want to knock me down a couple more times to make sure.
No, that's okay. You're obviously corporeal. Pretty solidly built, actually. Well, look at that.
System has stabilized. I'm establishing a connection.
Oh, crap.
Nope. Paying attention. Oh.
I know these things! From Habitat 7! Later! Just take them out! Keep targeting that one! They make little bots!
first tangle with the Remnant was a lot messier.
The Remnant?
These monoliths, the Observer and Assembler bots, they're all the remnants of something much bigger. But that's too long. Ugh, I hate long. So, the Remnant. Like, my name's better as PB.
Thanks for helping with those things. I'm Ryder.
You're a mystery. I've been studying those glyphs for months, and then you arrive and poof, solved.
I saw this tech clear the skies on Habitat 7. We're hoping it could do the same for EOS.
Huh. Atmosphere manipulation? Maybe. Fits the model. All Remnant tech is connected. You interfaced with this monolith somehow, and now it's pinging the others. If you wake them up too, they must lead to whatever master switch might fix the radiation.
Interface with the monoliths, follow the connection to the source. Easy enough.
Sure. Just don't piss off too many observers. Here, take my nav points. I've got to figure this interfacing out. Just be careful. This planet's all kinds of strange.
You will occasionally have weird sounds of people using their boosters and then landing. Like, yeah, like that. There we go. Oof. Okay. Yep, so anyway, for anyone who sort of joined us late, this is RP Gamer's pre-release sort of stream of Mass Effect Andromeda. Sort of going to be streamed for about another 15 minutes or so. So yeah, this is just basically from a review copy, which is why we've got access. Yeah, they're letting us stream. So 15 minutes. It's if anyone on Twitch has any preferences about what they want me to do, if I want to check out these random quests here or just plow on with the next stuff, let me know. No, this is on a base PS4. It was the launch PS4, this one actually. So let's go to the forward station drop point because that has something slightly interesting. As soon as I can remember where I parked the Nomad. There it is. What's the map say?
Radiation levels increasing.
Oops.
Radiation within safe levels.
I read your dossier.
Dossier, huh? Fancy. So, what's it say?
That's classified.
Uh-huh. Don't start something you can't finish, Harper.
Okay, look. Not starting anything. I'm military, you're not. But we're in this together now. Only thing that counts is getting out of it. If you've got the skills to help with that, and it looks like you do, then
we're good.
We're good.
You don't get much worse than this. Alright, just because I can, let's drive off this cliff. Whee!
But there's Ket in there.
Drive over to the... Alright. Fight time! I missed his head. There we go.
Armoring up.
There's got to be more here somewhere. Oh, underbug. So why are they here?
Nice shot.
I think punch it face.
Breaking their line.
There we go. Oh, we are. Here's a scavenge point. Should I pick up? Where is it? There we go, so you can access stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, there's some random combat, that's a bit pointless. Let's ignore that random thing for now. That's just another thing you can shoot stuff and explore. That basically not too interesting.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
So there we are, we've got some viability points. That's for something that comes later. I haven't actually got any points.
Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Okay, so there we go. So we've got the mining stuff. This is sort of similar to ME2.
When they sent the first colonists down here, everyone was so excited. After all the shit the Nexus had been through, we finally had something to believe in. Then the reports came back.
This time will be different.
Yeah, I'm more than ready to believe again.
Yeah, but if I look at the map, they are. So there's some mining at points over here. So let's go near that one just to show it off, because there's fighting in that one. But yeah, when you place these sort of outside the main area, you get to.
It could have defenses in place.
Earth had formations like this.
Yeah.
Made a lot of kids think of alien worlds.
Water and weather. Nothing tougher in the long run.
Pathfinder, I detect a Kep camp ahead.
Okay. Yeah, there's random places you can sort of get more lore, do some side missions and stuff.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
It's nice to sort of drive around a bit until you find the best spots. That's probably as good as it's going to get, so... Then we launch a mining zone. So, yeah, they are. So there's various places you can do that around here. See if we can find another one. Oh. There we go.
We should check out that remnant area.
No, we won't. There are. Now you see the current zone strength has gone down to good rather than rich, so eventually you do deplete the area. Yeah. Let's see what... Yeah, let's go over there. Get that way, put it away. So, let's go over here because I know there's another person we can introduce you all to. If I go and do that bit and then...
Remember the early data on EOS back home?
When everywhere was labeled H with a bunch of numbers.
Your dad put those readings up in his office. Knew them all by heart. Wonder what those worlds really looked like then. And now.
That looks like a Kep facility of some kind. Those assholes took over my best research site. They won't let you near the monolith without a fight.
Let's go shoot some people. Oh. Stupid steep thing.
Life support is stable.
First, because he's a jet. Team distraction. Good work.
Hostile shuttle incoming.
You go there. Go, go, go. So it's less sort of straight cover based in this one. It's a lot more like a traditional shooter. So. Quality is probably choppy because of my stream more than anything, so. Gosh, sorry, I'm not paying attention. Looking switched out. There we go. Ow. Yeah. So if you don't pay attention, that happens. Hope you want to do that. Let's get that thing up. I'm less used to it. Whoops. So yeah, when you're playing, pay attention. Because I wasn't doing that. But that happens when you die. As you can see, it auto saves quite well, so there we are. Nice. Nice way to show how auto save works. Right, let's try and suck this, shall we? Oh, right, that guy's still there.
Hostile shuttle incoming.
What you got there? What you got there? I like that combo. Just for those asking, this is a review copy of this one. This is on PS4 that I'm playing.
Do they know we're here?
free stuff.
They've got the monolith well protected. We'll need to cut that shield's power supply.
This will help you because it took me ages to figure out that I could do this when I was playing originally. Oh. Let's go back to that one. There we go. Oh, what was that thing? Oh, that one powers the low shield, so we don't care about that one. You want to get in here? There it is.
Let's get to it before there's any more Ket. That was pretty cool.
Huh. Well, yeah. Guess it was. Still haven't told me who you are.
Oh, come on, Drac. Stop that.
Vetra. What are you doing here?
I'm with the Pathfinder. That Pathfinder.
A friend of Vetra's a friend of mine.
You can call me Ryder.
Yeah, this is your badass Krogan words.
You'll
Krogan
forgive me if I
teammate, that's the
didn't
one.
just trust a stranger from the Nexus. They haven't exactly treated us Krogan well. What are you doing out here?
Checking out these monoliths. The Ket seem pretty interested in this one. Looks like you cleared it out for us, though.
You said I didn't save any for you? Nexus knows shit about the Ket. They think they're safe. But they're just waiting to die out there in space. I've been quads deep on a couple of planets for a while now. Taking out Ket bases, fighting ground troops. Ugh, I know what they can do.
It's not pretty.
You know, Drac, we could use someone with your skills.
Tempting as that is, Vetra, I'm a little too old to be carrying humans through a fight. Besides, the day I help the Nexus again is the day the clouds part and the Ket keel over. No offense.
None taken.
Good, because I'm getting bored and the Ket are getting stronger. Seem particularly interested in this alien tech.
Remnant?
Yeah, that. I'm gonna go find more to shoot. Try to keep your head out there.
Koji, they do mention the genophage in the bit on the Nexus that sort of came before I started streaming, so it sort of gets answered. Whether you'll like the answer or anything is a matter, but yeah, they do mention it. Sort of and sort of what is affected. So yeah. What else are we doing? Okay, so now we've got scan for more glyphs.
He seems fun.
It does seem fun. There we are. Follow the glowy line thing.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
Oh, almost too far. Okay, just an FYI to Twitch folks watching, I'm going to end it stream shortly, but if there's anything else you sort of immediately want to check out in that time, let me know and I'll see if I can go and look at it for you once I've figured out the right way to go here. There we go.
I detect no additional glyphs in the area. Interface accepted.
There we are, 2 out of 3 main things.
Whatever that did, I see pathways lighting up all over. The monoliths are resonating. QEC contact?
Well, whatever's happening, you're definitely connecting.
You did good. Keep doing more.
Is there anything interesting in this map at the moment? Oh, I can't go there. Yeah, well, I did do a bit on board the ship at the start, so you can either check it. Well, I was going to say you could check out the recording, but we could go back there again anyway. Actually, let's go back there anyway for the head of it. So there we are. I don't think there's any dialogue sort of in the fields themselves, but when you go back to the ship you can chat to people. So just 'cause I think quite a few people sort of joined it late, let's go to the ship anyway. Actually, I don't know why I did that, because I remember I can do this. If you hold down triangle, it teleports you to the ship automatically.
Go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Problem, Koji, if there's anyone you want to talk to in particular, let me know and I'll go find them. Ooh, email terminal. I haven't actually gone back to ships since doing this, but this stuff's actually new to me. Oh, there's my monkey. We'll go see where he's gone this time. But, oh.
Ryder.
More accent.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
The Initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor. It operated like a telescope and allowed them, and us, to survey Andromeda all the way from home.
How long have you been awake in Helios?
Not as long as some. Missed the entire mess of the uprising,
I'll go
thank
find
heaven. I was defrosted to replace an exiled member of the team. Not that there was much science to do for the longest time.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll go find everyone because there's not actually that many people on board the ship at the moment. It's like we're missing like 4
Hello,
of
Gil.
our... No, 3 of
When
our...
are you cleaning up that repair on the
3.
sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. What can I do for you?
Yes, nothing. I'll do.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
I won't do all the talking, I'll leave some for you to enjoy when you get in. Where's this go? Oh, escape pods. Yeah, let's not get there. Airlock. We're not get there either. Where is the medbay? Yeah, just again, so this is my room. Obviously it is the biggest room, as it should be. And the monkey's not on the couch this time. See if we can find him. Bathroom, showers, etc. Aha, medbay. Where is the doctor? Where's she gone? Doctor would normally be here. Doctor is not currently here, so we shall have to go searching for the Doctor. Oh, Nomad's here.
Yeah, I'll sleep like a baby with an experimental drive core humming by my head. Pathfinder.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
What do you want to know?
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Yep, so that's one of your squad mates you sort of have from the start, along with Cora. Oh no, it's his couch again. Oh, I was going to say Vets was usually in there, but then I completely missed her standing over here.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
Cash is cool.
You probably
You'll
have
enjoy
work to
meeting
do.
her.
We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
She is back on the Nexus, which is like the hub world, it's the equivalent of the Citadel. Is that the lift? Yeah. Unnecessary lift. Our engineer is usually here, but he's gone as well. There it is, halfway. I heard the monkey. He's around here somewhere. No, there's no council on the Nexus. It has a slightly different system. Okay, I want to find where that monkey's gone. Definitely heard him. There he is.
Be careful around the ship, okay?
He's a good boy, aren't you? Aren't you? You do know Pyjack's pee anywhere, right?
There we are, team pet.
Tied things up for the old ground team before I left. Early for so many goodbyes. At least Liam's still here, and one rider.
There we go, here's our doctor.
Need something?
So how did an Asari doctor end up on the human Ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, there's a random quest you get that just says you can have a hijack on your ship, so naturally I went and got a hijack on my ship.
Strike team ready for deployment.
Okay. There we go, here's Cora, I think you've already seen it already.
Ryder?
What did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Talane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration initiative. Your time defending Silva's expedition was probably more important. But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
Every civilization needs its defenders.
And the defenders usually match their civilization. Like Asari huntresses being adaptable as hell. Makes you wonder what our militia will look like in 100 years.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Let's see if I can find our engineer. I think he's the only one left. He's got to be around here somewhere. No, not there. Pretty. It is that way. Yeah, they moved. There he is, I found him.
Hey Ryder, what's the story?
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly?
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
There's still some conflict between the Kragans and the Solarians, which you'll sort of figure out early on about what's happened there. That I think that drives sort of an important part of the plot going forward, so I won't reveal too much about that. But yes, if anyone has any final questions or would like to see anything in particular, let me know in the next minute or so. Otherwise, I'll probably be ending the stream there. So you have a minute or two. Wander around. Yeah, the graphics are sort of a bit different because of the sort of change to the Frostbite engine from what it used to be. So obviously the characters look a bit different, especially when they're talking and things like that. So. Nexus, I think,
Strike
is
team ready for deployment.
Shut up, Sam. Is about as big as the Citadel is, but obviously because early on you don't get to see the entire thing of it due to plot reasons. So I've not seen exactly how big it is in game. Let's show some stuff you can do in here. Let's get some music going. Turn on. random things. Let's show the wardrobe while we're here. Yeah, cool jacket. Oops, forgot to press some. There we are, now we look good. On that note, I think we can call it a day there. I hope you enjoyed and that helped people who are interested in Mass Effect Andromeda. We will likely have a impression up on Monday, because I think that's when the embargo drops. I probably will not have the review ready because I need to complete it before I write the review, and I will not have it done by next week, especially based on how long I spent on EOS already. So that's it. But again, thank you for joining, and until next time.